Hi guys, Omar with Overlanding Just Cause, and in this video, I'm gonna try something a little bit different with the GX. I've got this gear top awning, and my thought process was, I don't feel like buying another OVS awning. Now, if I'm gonna get an awning for the GX, it would be OVS. I have one on the Commander, I have one on my trailer, and I love them. Super easy, they're durable, they've lasted, but I just don't feel like spending that money, number one, and number two, I don't feel like putting more stuff on the roof rack. I think the way I have the GX now with the two boxes and the tire right up here, it looks good, it's perfect, it's balanced. Got this on Amazon, this gear top. It was like 62 bucks. I'll leave the link in the description below. What I wanna do is, I wanna try to make a 270 awning so that I can use this area, be able to use the table on my barn door. But also, when I have the trailer hooked up, I want to be able to have a 270 awning going this way because the awning on the trailer is on the passenger side. So I got this to be able to try to do a 270 awning driver's side and passenger side, along with the third option, which is what it was made for, to go straight over the top. So let's try it out. This thing is huge. It's 17 by 10 feet. Comes well wrapped, has a little buckle here, and then it comes with tent poles and tie downs. What it did not come with are poles. Now there's other ones on Amazon that you can get with the poles. What I'm going to use for my poles are the OVS poles that I have left over. I've got an extra set from my 180 awning on the Jeep Commander, and I got an extra poles for tie downs with the 270 awning on my trailer. Oh, and I got a couple from Jay, from Finding Jay. He didn't need them, and he gave me an extra set. So altogether, I have 8 collapsible poles. All right, so let's get to it. Now, one thing I want to be able to do is make it easy to set up. Now, it's not going to be as easy as the OVS awning because all that is unzipping it, pulling it out, and hooking it up to something. It's super simple. It takes maybe 25 seconds to deploy. With this, I know it's going to take a little bit longer, so what I'm trying to do is kind of take shortcuts in hooking it up to my roof rack. So I'm going to take these D-rings, these little carabiners. I've got a bunch of extra ones from somewhere that I found in the garage, and yeah, I'm going to try it out, see if it works. Now, like I said, these were extra from the OVS awning. Just gonna make it a little bit taller to me to start off with. And then some tie downs. That's gonna be awesome if I could do it all by myself. Now you guys can see it's a pretty windy day. If I could, number one, do this all by myself with this big tarp, and it holds up in this kind of wind. It's almost a 270 awning. I wonder if I start with this, how that would look. So I have a lot of droop, and that's not good, because if it rains, this awning's not gonna do anything. So I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I was hoping this one would come straight out, and just by kind of bunching it up here in the center or in the corner, I can turn it around. I do have one more pole. Whoa, whoa, all right, that's not gonna hold. Look at that, it's like a big parachute. I'm a hot mess right now. All right, so that's not working for me. It's funny, I sit at home and I'm like, how can I save some money? I know, I'm not gonna buy an awning, I'm gonna make one. Nope. Ah, ah. One of my problems is it just rained yesterday and the ground is mushy. So these stakes aren't staying in. Again, the problem is that when it rains, it's gonna puddle, and I don't want it to puddle. It's kind of a 270 at this point. I guess what I like about it is that it's pretty versatile. I mean, I've created a wall here. I kind of have a 270. I'll show you in a second once I tie these walls down. Let me show you what I have. Again, this is the gear top awning, 17 by 10. So the way it's supposed to be is that this side and this side would be pushed a little bit further, maybe towards probably over the tire, which if I did put it over the tire, it would give me that slope that I need. But I need bungees, right, to hook it up either to the tire or to the rock slider. But then everything else is gonna stay the same. I would have poles, a couple tie downs. I like the fact that it's pushed towards the driver's side a little bit because, well, even though I didn't get my 270 awning, it's not a 270, it's more like a straight up 95, I don't know. You know, if I do start taking this out for solo trips, I want to be able to use the table back here. So a driver's side 270 awning would be great. However, when I take the family and I have the trailer connected, everything is on the passenger side over here. So again, if I can figure this 270 awning out and I'm able to put it on the passenger side when we're with the family, that would be awesome. Another consideration is just hook it up to the roof rack, poles out here, and if I'm doing something solo, kind of have this set up. Like I said, it's a pretty windy day. If it rains hard, then I'd probably have to take it down. But if it's just a light drizzle, it'll find angles to push down and not pull up, except for obviously here. And that's why I think that if I put it maybe halfway over the tire, that it would work out a lot better. If I push this part right here, tie it down, hook it over, I can actually push this whole awning towards the driver's side, and this side will come in a little bit closer, which is fine. I mean, I have more than enough space here. You know what? Let's try it. I think I'm gonna keep playing around with it. I don't quit. It will be amazing. I do have a special announcement coming out in March, and March 1st actually. Yeah, I think most of you guys know what it's going to be if you've been following my channel. So we'll see how it plays out. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Not gonna lie, the 270 awning is, the 270 or even the 180 is very tempting. But I'm in the process of trying to save money, and you know, 400 or 500 with the LT version of the OVS, which is the smaller version, to 800, you know, the big size passenger and or driver side. That's a lot of money. And then again, the bulkiness, I just don't want to add more stuff to the GX, to the roof rack. So this coming up week, I'm gonna do a trip, and I'm gonna figure this thing out. And you'll see more of it in the next camping video. All right, guys. All right, guys, I couldn't just leave it alone. I kept playing with it. So here it is. Let me show you the other side first before. Door is completely open, right? So what I did was push this a lot further up. Won't be able to get into that box, but that's all right. That's recovery gear while I'm camping. Won't need it. So now it's kind of draped over the tire, which gives it that higher ceiling. Everything's sloping down. Now it's not dragging against the door, which was a goal of mine because I didn't want it to tear. I could definitely tighten this up a little bit, but I'm kind of over it at this point. And then I have my space here. I have, you know, room, and then I have the 270, well, if it was here and it was about a 248 and a half, I would say I'm at about a 253. degree awning. You know, not bad. Not bad at all. I like it. Now, it's a pretty windy day. I feel like the parachute is coming, but it's holding down. Like I said, this end part I would, you know, tighten up a little bit more. And I can always play with it and adjust it as the day goes on, but I've got coverage. I've got a high ceiling because it's over the tire. Man. All right, now, for real, this video is done.